I'll hold this for live stream.
Here. Yay!
Hi, thank you for the Tibet awareness event. And this event is currently happening in 700 events in 500 different cities and 95 countries. And the event here today in Pasadena, California focuses on Tibet, freeing Tibet, and the plight of the Tibetan people. Thank you for joining us. And I will begin with a poem by Woeser. She lives in Beijing. She is a Tibetan poet, and she blogs also about the Tibetan people and the Tibetan condition. This poem is titled "The Fear in Lhasa." A hurried farewell to Lhasa, now a city of fear. A hurried farewell to Lhasa, where the fear is greater than all the fear after 59, 69, and 89 put together. A hurried farewell to Lhasa, where the fear is in your breathing, in the beating of your heart, in the silence when you want to speak but don't, in the catch in your throat. A hurried farewell to Lhasa, where constant fear has been wrought by legions with their guns, by countless police with their guns, by plain clothesmen beyond counting, and still more by the colossal machinery of the state that stands behind them night and day. But you mustn't point a camera at them or you'll get a gun pointed at you, maybe hauled off into some corner and no one will know. A hurried farewell to Lhasa, where the fear starts at the Potala and strengthens as you go east through the Tibetans' quarter. Dreadful footsteps reverberate all around, but in daylight you won't glimpse even their shadow. They are like demons, invisible by day, but the horror is worse. It could drive you mad. A few times I have passed them and the cold weapons in their hands. A hurried farewell to Lhasa, where the fear is now minutely scanned by the cameras that stud avenues and alleys and offices, and every monastery and temple hall. All those cameras taking it all in, swiveling from the outer world to peer inside your mind. Zap, zap, J. They're watching us. Among Tibetans, this has become a byword, furtively whispered. A hurried farewell to Lhasa. The fear in Lhasa breaks my heart. Got to write it down. August 23rd, 2008. On the road out of Lhasa. Thank you. Now, I'm going to introduce.
Okay, it's uploading, so just a second.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, and then we press Woeser again and
Sure.
like that. Okay. Hi again. I'm going to introduce Radomir, who will be reading poems from Tibetan poet Tenzin Tsundue. He is a poet, writer, activist living in Dharamsala. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, my name is Radomir Luza. I come from that capital of pornographic swordplay, North Hollywood in the Valley. And I'm not the activist guy, that's Tenzin Tsundue. So I'll be reading from his book, Kura. Here we go. This first one is called Horizon. From home you have reached the horizon here. From here to another, here you go. From there to the next, next to the next, horizon to horizon, every step is a horizon. Count the steps and keep the number. Pick the white pebbles and the funny strange leaves. Mark the curves and cliffs around, for you may need to come home again. My Tibetanness, 39 years in exile, yet no nation supports us, not a single bloody nation. We are refugees here, people of a lost country, citizen to no nation. Tibetans, the world's sympathy stock. Serene monks and bubbly traditionalists, one lakh and several thousand odd, nicely mixed, steeped in various assimilating cultural hegemonies or hegemonies. At every check post and office, I am an Indian Tibetan. My registration certificate I renew every year with a salam, a foreigner born in India. I am more of an Indian, except for my chinky Tibetan face, Nepali, Thai, Japanese, Chinese, Naga, Manipuri, but never the question, Tibetan. I am Tibetan, but I am not from Tibet. Never been there, yet I dream of dying there. Desperate age. Kill my Dalai Lama that I can believe no more. Bury my head, beat it, disrobe me, chain it, but don't let me free. Within the prison, this body is yours. But within the body, my belief is only mine. You want to do it? Kill me here, silently. Make sure no breath remains, but don't let me free. If you want, do it again, right from the beginning. Discipline me, re-educate me, indoctrinate me, show me your communist gimmicks, but don't let me free. Kill my Dalai Lama, and I will believe no more. A personal reconnaissance. From Ladakh, Tibet is just a gaze away. They said from that black knoll at Dumtse, it's Tibet. For the first time, I saw my country, Tibet. In a hurried, hidden trip, I was there at the mound. I sniffed the soil, scratched the ground, listened to the dry wind and the wild, old cranes. I didn't see the border. I swear there wasn't anything different there. I didn't know if I was there or here. I didn't know if I was here or there. They say the Kyang come here every winter. They say the Kyang go there every summer. Losar greeting. Tashi Delek. Though in a borrowed garden you grow well, my sister. This Losar, when you attend your morning mass, say an extra prayer that the next Losar we can celebrate back in Lhasa. When you attend your convent classes, learn an extra lesson that you can teach children back in Tibet. Last year, on our happy Losar, I had an idli sambar breakfast and wrote my BA final exams. My idlis wouldn't stand on my tooth-steely fork, but I wrote my exams well. Though in a borrowed garden you grow well, my sister. Send your roots through the bricks, stones, tiles, and sand. Spread your branches wide and rise above the hedges high. Refugee. When I was born, my mother said, "You are a refugee." Our tent on the roadside smoked in the snow. On your forehead, between your eyebrows, there is an R embossed, my teacher said. I scratched and scrubbed on my forehead. I found a brash of red pain. I am born refugee. I have 3 tongues. The one that sings is my mother tongue. The R on my forehead, between my English and Hindi, the Tibetan tongue reads Rangsen. Freedom means Rangsen. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thinking it's recording, no?
Hi, I'm going to be reading poems by Tsoltim, Jigme, Shakabpa. He was a former president of the Tibetan Association of Washington who founded Tibet Fest, which to this day attracts a crowd of 50,000 in an annual 2-day festival. Also a former senior international banker and chairman and president of an investment bank in Texas when he suffered a debilitating stroke in December 1999. Since then, he has authored 8 books of poetry and is a prodigious political activist for a free Tibet. He is the son of Sepon Wangchuk Dedin Shakabpa, the eminent Tibetan historian, statesman, educator, freedom fighter, and former finance minister of independent Tibet. Tsoltim the Jigme is properly known as TN, which he says are his initials that also stand for Tibetan National. Torn between 2 countries. Torn between 2 countries, separated by boundaries. One gave me birth, the other hearth. One gave me my heritage, the other my children's parentage. One taught me theocracy, the other gave me democracy. Shattered dreams in one, in the other life in the sun. For whom shall I my love reserve? Which country shall I loyally serve? Torn between 2 countries, separated by boundaries. My heart loves America. My mind longs for Tibet. My body may die in America. My soul will live on in Tibet. Freedom. You may take our sight, but we see freedom. You may tear our limbs, but we feel freedom. You may burst our eardrums, but we hear freedom. You may cut our tongues, but we taste freedom. Freedom is in our minds and souls, and that you cannot destroy. Freedom is the light in our hearts, and that you cannot extinguish. China may rule our country, but freedom will always be ours. Tribute to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Your Holiness, as a leader, you inspire me. As a simple monk, you teach me humility. As a man of harmony, you make me conciliate. As a teacher, you restore confidence in me. As a compassionate person, you wash the worries from my mind. As the Dalai Lama, you draw me to you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, and now I will be introducing Tibetan musicians Techung and Sherap Wangmo. Thank you.
Hello, 100,000 poets and listeners. Very happy to be here. I'll be singing and playing some traditional instrument, Tibetan instrument. And first of all, I wanted to thank Teresa and the poets who have been reading on behalf of the Tibetan poets in exile and inside Tibet. I think lending voice, lending heart is one thing we all can do, and we're very appreciative of it. So the first piece, I'm going to do a little lute instrument piece. We call it Dhamye. Thank you. Now we're going to have a Sherap join me, and we're going to do a song. It's a traditional song from central part of Tibet, and basically Oh, you're doing okay. Okay.
I just want to stop. Next time I'll continue.
Oh, okay.
But somebody was watching it. I don't know who, but because it says viewers and it says how many
Okay.
and who.
No, that's okay. No problem.
Well, that's cool.
No, I have.
Yeah, that's cool.
I have viewers here. One,
Yeah,
two,
you
three.
too. Yeah, you do.
And there's always God.
Can you be the cameraman now? This one just needs to press record. And in Tibetan we say che, which is kind of an English word for dharma, or Sanskrit word for dharma. And dharma means kind of like a guidance or path that was led by Buddha. And in Tibet we have this very special nunnery called Tsundue, and there's the music from that monastery. Even you don't see the monastery, the music evokes your kind of spirituality, or your kind of belief or your respect for dharma. And this is called Sonam Pange, and Sonam sometimes means merit, and we are all very much kind of tied to a lot of merit, accumulation of merit in all our action. So this is called Sonam Pange. And this instrument I'm playing is called damnyen, which is a traditional Tibetan lute. And throughout Asia, we have lutes like this in Afghanistan, in Japan, China. But this is the Tibetan version, where many centuries Tibetans have enjoyed their music with this kind of instrument. So we're trying here too, in the downtown area here in LA, Pasadena.
Che
Okay, now we're going to have a song from Sherap, and I think we have to imagine all this concrete as a mountain in Tibet. You know, in the hills, in the mountains in Tibet, we love to sing open air and to the mountains and to the spirits. And this is a song that evokes the spirit and the kind of beings in the mountain. And this is called Kamlu, song from the mountains.
Ate